Okay, today we are going to do a installation of some LED rock lights. This is from SUPAREE, or SUPAREE, I don't know how you pronounce it, but they reached out to me on one of my videos and asked if I would review these. They sent these free, so this would be, I guess you'd consider this a sponsored video. No idea the quality. I know you can't review rock lights in one video, so I think what I'll do is see about getting them installed and then show some night videos, see what those look like. These are supposedly IP67, so they should hold up, but we'll see how that goes. I think of two things, right? Rock lights aren't something you typically go out and buy unless you're rock crawling. That's number one is, kind of handy if you're night wheeling, so you could see, your spotters can see underneath the vehicle really well. Second, though, is when you're camping, having lights underneath the vehicle is kind of cool. It kind of lights up the area. So I'm hoping that's what this will do. It has different colors. You can do, a whole bunch of different colors on it. So I don't know what happened to our weather, but yesterday, or what was it? Friday, we had 6 inches of snow. And yesterday was pretty chilly. I'm like literally in a t-shirt now. It's 60. Must be springtime. So box shows a bunch of these little individual things. So let's take a look at it and see what's in here. That would be the light itself. Get a close-up look here. A bunch of LEDs on there. And then it looks like it plugs into each other here, so we'll see how that is. Let's see what else is in here. I'm assuming there's a controller. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 6 lights, which is great. Okay, so this looks like controller for it. And then, all right. This must be the button to turn it on. Not sure how that works. Comes with some of those. You can also drill it. I'm not going to be drilling. I think I'll put it in with, you can actually, and oh, look at all the pretty colors you can do. Nice. Yeah, so this looks like we're just going to wire this up. It's got a fuse built in. I'm assuming it's just a 5 amp. 5 amp it is, so it doesn't pull much. Let's see, it tells me. It says it's IP68, so they're actually, says it's waterproof. It's got an app. It's in the Google Play Store, so I don't have to look at the reviews on that. I'm not too keen about installing apps on my phone that I'm not really familiar with, so I might not do that. Let's see how long these are. That is not very long. Plus these. Oh, we'll see. I'll put them down and then figure out where to put that. I'm going to start installing it, and I will come back once I have it kind of installed and show you where I put it. Since I have a fuse panel in there already, I'm not going to use this fuse, so I say we just cut that, and I'll put my own on there. Leave a little bit on there. Oh. These, I love these. So much better. These are pretty nice too. Okay, so I have a panel here. I just need to plug in. We'll just go down to this end, I guess, and put a 5 amp in there. And that should give us power. That's why I like this fuse panel. Adding accessories makes it pretty darn easy. So now it's just changing. So yeah, you can go all kinds of colors. I mean, they're actually pretty bright, honestly. And, oh, two of the lights came with an extension. So these are to extend it farther back. So that solves that problem of having enough. So you can adjust the, looks like the dimness and brightness of it as well. All right, I got the controller here, and then the wires are all running down here. I didn't even use the two extensions they gave right there. I didn't need them. So we'll see how that goes. Where I placed them, it didn't really need it. So this, you can see it's coming down the side there. I'm just gonna see how this works, and then I have one light. Stuck on a creeper here. One light there, and then I got one light in the back towards the rear. I got one over here on that side, and then the two on the driver's side are in the same spot as what's on the passenger side. To get the wires, I went over the top of the transmission. Hopefully it doesn't melt them, because I know the transmissions on these get pretty hot. This side is near the exhaust. I tucked it up underneath that heat shield. That might help a little bit, but you know, right here it's next to that exhaust. We'll see how it does with the heat and everything. So, oops, I'm sorry, I'm moving the camera all over here. Same thing on this side. Lots of zip ties. The zip ties that they give are junk. They're not even worth what they sent. I mean, they just break. They're so brittle. As soon as you put them on it, they just snap. Junk. I used some long ones. You can see I got a ton of them on the ground. So wait for it to get dark and see. Actually, I'll test it right now to make sure it still turns on. See if I got everything plugged in correctly. Where's my controller? Oh, and the controller does work with the hood closed. The controller's in there, so it doesn't need close this up. Nothing, no tools. So from inside the vehicle, if I press it, there, it came on. So that's cool. We'll see how it is at night. I mean, you can see the reflection underneath pretty well, and in the back. So, I mean, the fact that I can see them during the day, that's pretty good. These are all lit up. Yeah. We'll go out check it out tonight. All right. It's a cold evening here. We're to see how these lights. It's one thing to do it in your driveway and check it out, but let's see what it is like if you were out camping, because that's probably the primary reason I would probably use them is when I'm camping, because I don't do a lot of night wheeling, but I could see how these are handy. So I'm going to turn it on. Okay. Oh, look at that. That's actually really pretty dang bright. So that's the white ones, and that's a really good job, actually. I can see where I have them mounted. They're probably going to get pretty muddy if it's muddy, and it is muddy today. We've had snow last couple days. It's supposed to be more snow tonight, but that's pretty handy for walking around the vehicle when you're camping. This should be pretty cool, because you can see. Change the color. Oh, look at that. That's pretty neat. All different modes on it. You can, I think there's even it'll cycle through different colors. That's pretty neat. But I think the red for camping would be pretty nice. Doesn't kill your night vision. And I could see, if you were rock crawling, you could see pretty dang well underneath this. Maybe I should have put some lights farther up. Most of them are behind the front wheels. I probably could have put some up here. And I might do that. I might move the ones that are farthest in the front a little bit farther forward in that area. Actually, it's pretty cool. Not gonna lie. I could see this very helpful, as I said, for camping. So it is cold. It is freezing out here. Anyways, yeah, these I can't say how the longevity is. I can't say how they're going to handle, you know, getting soaked, running through water. It does say, I think it was IP68 rated, so they should do pretty well. So I'm going to, you know, I'll use them as often as I can. And if I have problems, I'll post up here and let you know. But I think this is a good addition for if you're looking for camping or just rock lights in general. All right, I'm going to open the door and show you the view from outside. Now the camera really pulls in the light, but they're actually, I could see getting out of your vehicle in the dark. You can see pretty good with having these.